Okay, we have successfully opened the project. Now let's go to our UI here. We find our equipment. We don't have this folder yet, so let's create one. Okay, so for this equipment, we mainly need to create the UI panel and its slot panel inside it. Similarly, we find this location and type in equipment. It should be the first one. Okay, its name should be this panel. Next is this slot panel. It should be this one. Okay. Let's put this here. After placing it here, let's open it. Then it will definitely prompt a compilation error. Let's put it over here. It should be this one. This one has a compilation package. It's said to be very normal. You just need to stick this thing on the pipe. There's nothing much to say about this. It's just a button, an icon. Then just pay attention to this name. Why is it this name? Because what we wrote here is exactly this name. So that's why it's this name, because in this place, let me explain it to everyone. In this slow base, we wrote it in the flag. It has this name. So you need to bind it properly. Just compile it and it's done. Then regarding this part, we have some mock-ups. And then configure it. For example, this when we drag and drop, there are also some prompts. Select AV. And because I have some issues here, actually in this place, if there is a tip, let me take a look. That is in this place. If you want to set it up to make a tip, you can do it here. Just like our inventory, if you want to display some tip, remember we have an inventory here. Right here, we find this overline. Then we have this tip widget. We'll just leave that alone. We only need this one thing. Then we go to this panel. As for this panel, the writing method is the same as before. We can just give it a container like this. The type of this container, you can see it's a worry box. It actually opens a panel here. You can see, if we compare this icon, you'll know it's a worry box. These icons are UMG knowledge, nothing more to say. Then let's compile it again. There's no problem here. We don't write logic here. We just need to configure the equipment slot to use. Okay, after this configuration is done, come to our BMUI L. Then we drag this equipment slot into it. Right here, we put it here. Then we set it to size to extend. It might be a bit small. Let's just cancel this. Don't let it size to extend. Stretch it a bit longer. Here, actually this one here. Let's take a look. This thing should probably have a size box. It's not given here. Then just leave it alone. Then go back to our gaming UI. Okay, that's about it. Now let's launch our project. See if there are any other issues. Let's just do a client soft launch. Okay, actually, we don't have any equipment yet. It seems we haven't written this either. English Taurus loader, the logic of equipping this equipment after clicking. Then, let's first add a piece of equipment. First, we need to prepare some assets. As for our assets, everyone can directly use the assets here. In the Unreal Engine Marketplace, there are also some free assets that Unreal Engine has already provided us. This asset pack. This endless weapon is here. There are some assets here. Then you can just download it directly. They are all things like skeletal mesh or static mesh. Okay, let's close it. Okay, let me show you the assets here. For our assets here, we directly use these. We have prepared this asset. This asset is the resource pack from earlier. Everyone just needs to download it right here. Then we can directly drag this asset over. Okay, but the amount to drag is quite large. So let's place it here, below where we just were. Okay, good. After dragging it over, it will appear here. You can see the advantage of managing it this way. That is our original asset pack. We just put it here, right? If you import these assets into the project, you must definitely save it. That is, you need to review it. Whether these assets can be packaged because we demonstrated it earlier. We imported a new character model. Then we found that after importing that asset, our project couldn't even open. But for this kind of asset issue, you need to confirm from the start that it is usable. Only then can you include it. Then we go to our atom. Then we create a new floater. Let's call it equipment. Okay, then inside equipment, we first need to create our assets. Right, data side, so this should be equipment. Okay, so this asset of ours, the first one is this axe. Right, then let's paste this axe. The second one is this key. Then we also need to prepare the corresponding genes here. So let's paste this texture over here first. You can paste it too. We just took a screenshot like this directly. There's nothing much to say about this. But for this kind of texture, you can write some plugins to dynamically generate this image. Everyone should also dynamically generate some thumbnails. These, everyone can also. Our approach is rather crude. We just took CD and chaps like this. It shouldn't matter. I just need to move this over here. It should be this file. We haven't changed this name yet. It's not very standardized. Let's place it at this position. Okay. Let's save it. Then we'll add a T here. T UI like this. This might be a bit more standardized. Okay, here. We will start writing the first key. For this, we still need to prepare a GE. We prepare a GE. We give a game effect here, gameplay effect here. Okay, we name it GEX. Okay, for this GEX, note that we need to select inflated as infinite. For the rest, we mainly select modify and directly change the attribute. Then we find this attack attribute. Then we give it 20 points. We won't change anything else. Okay. Correspondingly, we copy this. Then, for this sweat, we give it 10 points. Here, give it 10 points. Okay, after giving it 10 points, now we will write the assets inside this. Description. First of all, he uses this. And as for his name, we'll just call it X. And for the description, it's a weapon. X. And this TUI. We can just use this XS UI. And for the price, we'll just enter something random. And for these two, we just set them to 1-4. Now, okay, this is the first asset. Then we add the second asset. The second asset is our thread. For this thread, we'll put it here. Give it a thread. And then here, use this UI. Attach the corresponding one to it. Then for the price, we'll set it to 200. Okay, this way, at the asset level, we have described it. Next, we go into our pickup. In the pickup, we need to place this equipment again. EQ Q IP M end. Then, note that here it means we need to make it inherit its subclass. We'll take this from over here. Make it inherit the subclass. We'll attach this one. This is pickups. Here, we need to do it this way. We need to add a scanner mesh here, because this weapon has bones. You will see, this scalar min. We select X here. Okay, and then our original one, we'll just hide it. We can just make it black. Make it not render. Okay, because this component, it seems we can't easily remove it either. Actually, we can just set it to empty. Set it to along here. Okay, let's change the light color. Here, give it a green color. This green acts. Then the asset we want to add is X and the quantities add 1. Good. So next, let's stick it here. Let's give it a Swift. Here, let's swap this model. Of course, the hierarchy here, you can definitely optimize further. We're just demonstrating it. So we'll handle it this way here. Just process it. Just handle it casually. Give it a yellow color. Wait a moment. Then this model, compile it. Strange. It seems nothing has changed. A bit strange. It changed like this. Maybe it wasn't compiled just now. Or let's process it somehow. Give this light a yellow color. Okay. After this is done, let's go into our project. Let's find this asset. Let's drag it in. Find this atom. Let's put it here. Hey, click the wrong spot here. Let's drop a texture in. That's not right. What we need to throw is an equipment from a pickup. It should be thrown here. Okay, now let's take a look. Let's see if it can successfully recognize this weapon. You can see it has been recognized here, but actually clicking it now has no effect because we haven't written the logic for this yet, right? So it has indeed been picked up, right? Okay, we can check. If we have 2 players, we can take a look. Then let's look at the other player. We'll pin it to the main screen. You can see the item has been picked up by him, right? Okay, let's stop here for this lesson.